Hello, my name is Keshwani. That's K-E-S-H-W-A-N-I, Keshwani. I have been solving math problems out of this book, the GMAT math problems out of this book, the GMAT review, the official guide. If you don't have it, buy one immediately. As I always say in all of my clips, you can purchase it from mba.com. Go to mba.com and you will find this book. Buy it immediately. The problem that I'm about to solve appears on page number 162. It's problem number 78. Problem solving 78. You have to have the book in front of you, otherwise you will not follow my work. So make sure you have it. Let's read the problem. Number 78. It says in January of 1991, January 1st of 1991 to January 1st of 1993, the number of people enrolled in the health maintenance organization increased by 15%. So from there to there, we are looking at an increase of 15%. So apparently we have an HMO, the Jolly Good HMO, very popular, in which the enrollment has increased by 15%. We are told that at the end of the period, on January 1st of 93, we are told that there were 45 million people enrolled in this HMO. The question simply is, how many people did we start out with? How many million people to the nearest million were enrolled in the health maintenance organizations on January 1st of 1991? You see, it says to the nearest million. That means that I don't have to be very accurate. I don't have to be down to a decimal place. So let's start it. Again, there are two ways of solving this problem. As I always say, there is the classical way, the traditional way, the orthodox way, the geeky way, the nerdy way, the proper way, the academic way, or the quick and dirty way. The quick and dirty way here is to realize that the correct answer, whatever it is, because the answer choices are in numerical order, what I'm about to describe, the technique that I'm about to describe, only works when the answers are numerical. And when the answers are numerical, most of the time, almost all the time, when the answers are numerical, they are arranged either in ascending order or in descending order. They are not mixed up together. When the answers are arranged in ascending or descending order, you know that the correct answer choice, whichever it is, has to be one of these 5 answer choices. So why don't I take one of these numbers, put it in there and see if it makes sense. If it fits in the puzzle, if it fits in the jigsaw puzzle, it's fine. If it doesn't, I'll try a different one. I'll keep on trying until I hit a jackpot. In the worst case scenario, how many times will I end up trying? 5 times? Before I get lucky? 4 times? You might be sitting there and saying 4 times, because if you try 4, the 5th one has to be the answer. No, the answer is you can find the right answer just by trying twice. Just by trying twice. What you do is you start with the compromise. Don't start with the extreme. Start with the compromise. You start with the middle part, C. So whatever the question is asking, whatever it is that they are asking, pretend that the answer to that question is C. Put it back in the problem and see how it works. If it fits, you're done. The answer is C. If it doesn't fit, in most cases, you will be able to tell whether it is too small or too large. Let's see what happens here. So the question is, how many people were enrolled in 1991? I'm going to pretend that the 40 millions were enrolled in 1991. If 40 millions were enrolled in 1991, and we know that it increased by 15%, 10% of 40 is 4, 10% of 40 is 4, and 5% of 40 is 2. So at the end, in 93, I better have 46 million people. According to the problem, I only have 45 million people. This number is too big. If that is too big, I also right away know that this is too big and this is too big. You see? Right off the bat, I have raised my odds to 50-50. Now I'm going to try 39. Let's start with 39. If we started out with 39, then it increased by 15%. The question is, don't try to figure out 15% of 39. That's not how one solves the problem. It's about thinking. It's not about being geek. There is a reason why they do not allow calculator, because they want to see how well you can think, not how quickly you can press the buttons. So don't try to figure out 15% of 39. Chop it down into a small manageable part. What is 10% of 39? Well, 10% of 39 is 4. Why 4? because 10% of 40 is 4. And since they're not looking for the exact number, they're looking for the nearest million, I'm going to pretend it's 4. If 10% of 40 is 4, 5% of 40 is 2, just like here. Let's see what this adds up to. Of course it has to add up to what we're looking for, because before it was 1 more. Now we're starting out with 1 less, it's got to be 1 less, obviously. The answer is B. That's it, we are done. The answer is B. Let me go back in the back of the camera and see how much time I have left, and if I have enough time. I hate to do this thing, I hesitate to do this thing, but there are some people who are hell-bent on solving it the proper way, the algebraic way. So I'm going to do it for those people, just to amuse them. But let me first see how much time I have. We are 6 minutes into the clip, so let me just quickly do the algebraic way. Algebraic way it is that if you start out with x at the end of 1993, we're going to have 1.15, which represents the 15% increase of this x. We know is 45. Whatever the amount that we started out with, 15% more than that is going to be 1.15 times the starting out amount. It has to equal 45, and from that point on you just have to solve for x. So let's do it. Divide both sides by 1.15. To get rid of the decimal, I multiply the top and the bottom by 100, and x equals 4500 divided by this. Now if you want to do all this thing, and if you want to do it out and divide all this by hand, be my guest. It's up to you. So you have two choices. You either can do this thing, or you can just do the simple logical thinking. You start with the middle, 40%, pretend that we're starting out with 40 million. 10% of 40 million is 4, 5% is 2, add them up, it's 46, we need 45, so it's got to be 1 less than that. It's 39 is the answer. That's all. I'll see you in the next clip on problem number 79. Send me email if you wish to buy the DVDs of the math problems that I have solved. There are 400 of them altogether. Or if you wish to hire my services for personal private tutoring, I'm in the state of Connecticut. Send me an email. Go to my website at www.prep for GMAT.com. Prep for GMAT.com. Send me an email and I will come down and help you wherever you are. Also, if you wish to get these clips as soon as I upload them on the YouTube, subscribe to the channels, and that way you will get notification right away as soon as I upload a new clip. Alright? Thank you.